Well, hello folks, and welcome back to another weekend in Nova Scotia. And weekends bring storms around here this year. So this will be four of the last five weekends that we've had some bad weather here in Nova Scotia. The last few have been mainly snow and wind. This one is freezing rain and rain. There's certain areas already that do not have power, tons of trees down, roads like completely blocked off because of trees laying in the roads. Luckily, just one second, I'm trying to turn my hill descent on here. A lot of places are already in a mess, like a big time mess. It's only been raining here all day so far today for us. So we've been lucky so far, but it's calling for a lot of freezing rain overnight. There's power outages all over the province. We're so far doing good here, but because of the very high probability that we're going to lose power, we're heading into the cottage again. That's where I'm heading right now. I was in here twice already today. Got a couple fires going. Got the generator going, and when I flicked the water on, I heard some dripping coming from the kitchen underneath the sink. There's a busted water line. So the hot water side of the kitchen tap has a crack in it. It's copper line. So when I drained the water this time, I obviously only drained the cold water side. The hot water side was still full or still had water in it. So I have some tools. I got a piece of copper, I've got some fittings, so I need to fix that before we can really come back here and get set up. So I'm coming in now to get this done, get the fire spruce back up again, and then I'm gonna head home, grab Bauer, Ashley, the dogs, some more stuff. I do have some stuff with me now, and we'll stay here tonight, hope for the best. Hopefully we can go home tomorrow. It all depends on power outages and, you know, all that stuff. Boys will definitely get called out, I would say. I've got them on standby. But yeah, just another weekend here in Nova Scotia. You never know what you're gonna get, but typically these last few weeks you're gonna get bad weather. Okay folks, so if you can see right there, that's what we got. Nice little split in the side. So I gotta cut that piece out. I may be able to get away with just the fitting. All right, just like that, it's fixed. No leaks. Gotta like that. That was slick. Well, cool. Step one complete. We've got a rainstorm going on here today. We're getting 50 to 70 millimeters of rain, and there's nowhere for it to go. The ground's frozen. Like, this isn't a brook. I don't even know where this is coming from. This is coming from up my field somewhere. I honestly don't even know where this is coming from. Hold on, clean this lens off. It's teeming down the hill. It's coming down the driveway like crazy. Look at this. This is like a river coming down my driveway right now. Bye-bye gravel. It's flowing down by the excavator. Just screaming down over the hill here. The excavator might slide away. Yeah. Welcome to a day in Nova Scotia in the wintertime. Minus 17 yesterday, plus 4 today, and loads of rain. Yeah, I can't figure where this is coming from, to be honest. It's like coming right down the power line. But then down here, there is a culvert down here somewhere. I haven't exposed it yet, but obviously it's not working because the water's going across the road. And it's just like a steel pipe, actually. But yeah, the water's just filling up alongside the ditch here and going right across the road. So obviously I got to take the time to ditch this all out and put an actual culvert across here, like a real one. Oh, here's the end. Actually, yeah, here's the end of that steel pipe culvert. It just can't handle it. It just can't handle it. So I might leave that one in, get that one exposed so that it's a bit, you know, it's working better. And I gotta put another one in here. But I'm heading back to the camp, the cottage. We'll see how things are going back there. I came out here this morning at like 8 and took Bauer to daycare. You couldn't stand up in this driveway. It was just a complete sheet of ice. And my road that I live on was, oh my, it was bad. Really, really, really bad. There was a bus stuck crossways in the road. And it's much quicker for me to come out and go left than it is to go right. But I had to go left. I had no other option. And I mean, I had to go right. I went left. The bus was across the road, had to turn around and come all the way back, and I skated in my 450 like the whole way up the hill. It took me 2 hours to get to daycare and back, and it's only typically like a 10 to 12 minute drive away. All right, so on the Cottage Road, and I've seen this spot a couple times now, and it's hard to believe, to be honest, that this floods. Because when it's not raining like this, when it's not like a crazy rainstorm or whatever takes place, this is like 4 feet lower. But now, I mean, this is just like a lake through here, and it's a river going across here. So there's definitely gonna be a good sized culvert going right here, and then I'm gonna build this section of road up. I'm probably gonna put like a 20-21 inch culvert in this area, right across the road. After it gets out of here, I have no idea where it goes, but I don't care as long as it's not going across the road and laying in the road and freezing and just causing problems. But we're making our way in there. I've heard a lot of reports of a lot of accidents on the highways, puddles everywhere. Man, it's weird how much damage rain can do. But when the ground's frozen like this, it just doesn't saturate it. It just lays. It has nowhere to go. Got another river. This one flows underneath the road. So I told Ashley the other day that I needed to do a bunch of ditching on this hill because the water just comes down the road. And she wants to leave as much as this stuff on the side over here as we can. And I told her we need a ditch on the road because the road is just eroding away. You see what's going down through the road here compared to what's going down through the ditch. That's the exact opposite of what you want. So I definitely need to pick up the ditch up here at the top, slope the road this way, hook this all in, and then I'm gonna make a runaway for the water to go off down that way and leave the road out of it. But it's funny because where I'm standing right now, there's water flowing underneath of me. So you can see here, it's coming from underneath where I was standing. Yeah, this hill's gonna be a little iffy getting up and down. She's icy. The next hill could be even worse. Okay, well, that's not happening. We're not getting up there in the Chev. And this is a prime example of why I need to get this ditching done, because all I'm doing is breaking through the ice and just creating a hole. And I'm actually really lucky that I got out of here, because I was it just kept pulling me. You can see there's quite a drop here. It's about a 1.5 foot drop right there. It's got the road washed out underneath, and it kept dragging me right here, and there's nowhere to go. There's a gate and a rock. The second that I would get out of this, I'm just on solid ice, and you could see my spin marks. Not getting up here. Then I just kept sliding back. So that there needs to be addressed pretty soon. So wait for this rain to pass, and I'm gonna have to come down here and see what I can do with the excavator this week. Maybe even tomorrow or Thursday, depending on how much this ice is gone. Because if this ice is still here, I can't sit on this road and do anything with the machine. Believe it or not, steel tracks and ice, they don't mix very good. I'd be sliding down the hill in a hurry. But I need to get this mulching done. I started to do up there atop the hill, but I definitely need to get this mulching done in the ditch here and get this ditched, because it is it's nasty. It's not good. As of right now, unless the ice goes, I'm not getting into the cottage, other than filling this hole in with some gravel and sanding the road. So yeah, just something else that has to be done. But yeah, I mean, look, it's coming down. So this wasn't gone before. I just crashed through this. So it's coming down the road instead of the ditch, and then it's coming underneath of the road. The boulders. Gravel's gone. They washed the gravel away. Okay, well, not getting into the cottage today. Okay, well, we're back here at the cottage road. Got the 8-ton fired up, ready to go. I've got the 4Runner here, and Brady's here with the Chev. You can hear him up there with the saw going. He's working on cutting some stuff away from the road. And I got the 4Runner because I can get in with the 4Runner, but I can't get in with anything else because there's a huge hole and a huge rut right here. And I mean huge. Brady tried to get in with the truck, couldn't get in, had to pull him out with the excavator. Well, actually, he pulled himself out with the excavator. But yeah, I'm gonna fire up the machine. I'm gonna mulch both sides of the road going up to the top of this hill, and then if I have time today, I'm gonna run home and grab the bucket, throw the bucket on the back of the 450, come in with the 450, and put the bucket on and start doing some ditching here and getting this water run away instead of down the center of the road. So let's get this thing fired up. around 10:30, late start today. I started to do a little bit on the road here with the mulcher. You guys seen inside the gate. This is outside the gate. And that's basically what I'm gonna do the whole way out the road. And then some of these bigger ones need to be cut down by hand. You see that big, geez, I can't even think, the big birch there. So there'll be quite a bit of stuff that needs to be cut by hand, but the machine does a pretty good job too. So I took the mulcher off. The mulcher's sitting right there. And I put the bucket on, and I fixed up this little section here, you know, temporarily, so at least we can get in and out. And I gotta ditch this side, but I want to get some cutting done today, just where it's getting later in the day. Track the machine all the way out here. But I did start to do a little ditching. I don't have a trailer or anything here right now because the road's not really in that great of shape, so I'm just kind of piling it off to the side. But basically I'm gonna be ditching just like this the whole way down the road, and then I'll run off over to that point, start the ditch at the top of the hill, and come all the way down. But I got these sides of the roads mulched, and then we started doing some cutting on the road. There's that one big spot there where there was that one big spruce that fell down and was leaning on some birch trees. We got that cleaned up, junked up into logs, and now I'm gonna head into the cottage and start doing some cutting in around there. Okay, well, a slight change of plans. I thought I had my my 271 back here, but apparently I don't, so it must be in one of the trucks. But anyway, so shifting gears. I'm not going to be in cutting mode now, and I'm going to be in ripping stumps out mode. So I'm going to see how many of these stumps I can get out with the 080. The 95 would be much better for this, especially you get a big spruce like this, big hemlock like that. The 95 has way more pulling power and lifting power than what the 080 does, but I'll get started here and see what I can get done. Make the best of it. So going pretty good so far. Got this whole corner off. You remember there was the really big stump up there, and then these two hemlocks right here in that pile of rocks. Those are gone. They were right around this area right here. The big one was right here. So there they are. They're piled up. All the rocks on this corner are piled up along the big ones. So now I'll have no problem turning the truck around in here, and I might even have enough room now to get the trailer turned around without having to do 15 or 20 turns. And then I started working on some stumps down this way, and that's where I'm gonna pick it up now. So I ripped out a bunch of stumps there. You can see the pile that I'm getting. I ripped out some stumps here. That one still has to come out. Obviously there's lots more that have to come out, but I'm gonna start working on this spruce one here right now. But I really want to get this maple stump ripped out, because coming through here where that pine tree is, it's so tight. Like I have a hard time backing up and getting around this turn. And especially once we start doing the roof and start doing some stuff inside, people are gonna want to get back here with trailers backed up towards the cottage. So this one is an important one to come out. But I'm gonna do the spruce one first, get that one done, and then I'll start working on this. The only bad thing about this one is that it's gonna destroy like half of this road. Half of the driveway is gonna be gone. It's only a thin little layer of stone on top anyway, but it's gonna make it look kind of crappy. But everything always looks worse before it looks better in this line of business when you're doing this stuff. You always make a mess first, and then you clean it up. well, there should be. There be the crater. So remember I just said things always look worse before they get better. So there's half the road gone right now. So I'm gonna fill this back in. I might end up using some of those smaller rocks over there because I'm taking out something this size. I gotta put something back in. I gotta take this one out and see what this hump is. That might be a big rock, I don't know. But that's gonna give me such a nice gradual turn coming around here now and getting up into the cottage. Once you get up there, it's tight, but this will be so much better. It was so tight, especially plowing here before with that stump there and then this big pine tree there. We're still considering possibly taking this one down, but I think my wife mentioned it yesterday about taking it down possibly, but I told her, I said, once I get these stumps ripped out, I'll have a lot more room here on this side. If she goes, you wouldn't want to be underneath that. And I think that one there is not really causing any problems for sure. But anyway, I'm gonna try to make this thing pretty, try to get this corner dressed up before the end of the day. Man, what a beautiful day it is here today. It's like +6, unreal. Well, all right, we've got a mountain of stumps there. So, got the maple stump out. You guys seen that? Get them all off this corner. And we got lots of room to come around here now. Lots of room to come around. The only bad thing about warm weather in the wintertime is you get nothing but mud and water sitting on top of the ground. But yeah, we've got lots of room on this turn now. This pine tree definitely does not have to come down, but we'll see. That clump of maple, I might take that down. And the two rotten flower pot things here that were made out of trees cut in half, they're ripped up, they're gone. More water lines, you can see water hoses heading down towards the planter down there. But that's gonna do it for today. I'm gonna head back in here again tomorrow. Gonna do some stuff on the inside and we'll see how I make out with that. And then I might get out here and have the chainsaws tomorrow, so get out here and do some more cutting. Got a lot of work on the road to do, especially out front, right where the road starts. I need to widen it out. I need to take the big drop out of it. There's a couple really bad ruts in the road. Ashley's 4Runner actually hit coming back here today. So I gotta get that stuff done before I can get many people in here to do some work and stuff. We got the material ordered for the roof. Gotta get somebody lined up for the bathrooms. I don't want to tackle that. We still got this one big massive spruce stump here I've got to get out. But that's gonna do it. The old 080 has never disappointed me yet. Just keeps going. All right, guys, finally starting to get some stuff done back here. Step one. Oh, stay tuned for lots more, that's for sure, because there's lots more to do. Truck's doing a burn off. Well, until next time, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you then. Bye.